Hey glitches, it's Gigamax again, and again with same old, same old. Don't worry if you guys want more variety. I plan on playing other games as well. That'll be coming very soon. So if you're looking for more variety, that'll be on its way. I just gotta make sure I got the timetables right and all that. Yeah, work sucks. But aside from that, if you wouldn't mind doing all the YouTube things, I'd much appreciate it. And please help me get monetized. That'd be awesome. Aside from any of that, I just got some side quests to do, and then we can continue with the main story. Because I feel like very soon we're going to get Shiva's power, which, you know, in turn would take Jill out of the fight.
What do you want?
Let's see, platinum sword.
Not bad.
Good stuff, good stuff. Platinum belt.
No scratches, right?
Platinum cannons?
If I do say so myself. My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Do me what?
You can thank me later.
Okay, now let's check out to see if it is actually good, because I've played some games where they give you material and items and whatnot, and it happens to be worse than what you just got despite coming later on in the game, weirdly enough. See? What's the point? I guess they expected to accidentally miss it, but if you're gonna have something like that, why even bother? Especially when they kind of tell you there's a chest. Give me 1 second. Things just keep happening one after another for some reason. You're very not cool. Not cool at all. Keeps making me lose my train of thought. But we persevere. Who's it you?
Sid, I know that when we came to the Hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the Hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the Hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the Duchy on other business...
Sure, fine, whatever.
Tell me of these morganbeards then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Just call them monsters. No reason to go all thesaurus on me. Unless you're referring to something that isn't a monster, but that's weird. Yeah, what's it called? I keep forgetting what the creatures, well, entities are that get soaked with ether. I keep forgetting what they're called, but unless you're referring to something like that, you could just call them monsters. Being vague doesn't help me at all. Honestly, it may get me killed. Okay, so sure. I didn't need to be rude about it. Last guy, and then we can go check on Jill.
One day, I want to sail all the way to the shore.
What you need? What you want?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clive?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the Hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not.
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need someone to take this receipt and collect them.
How did you buy them then?
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both.
Wow, you're quite aggressive with it. Despite not going yourself, or at least asking someone who isn't your boss to go.
They give us new clothes, but we've no coin.
At this point, you act like that matters. I mean, you got a guy that's currently wanted by pretty much everyone. Coin means literally nothing.
Our man in Dallimore mentioned that Kupka's guard had a
The reputation can't get much worse than what it is currently. So we got a Minotaur added to the mix. And a Guardian. Cool, cool, cool. Maybe someday. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, fast travel, fast travel, fast travel, fast travel. Let's get going. Let's kill this one first, and then move on to the other one.
Stay sharp.
Okay, I keep forgetting that we actually have a map for the open world. Not open world, like these areas. And luckily, I got, I was about to say I got my trusty dusty chocobo, but they won't let me pull it out.
Those of us who are still here.
Let me whip out my chocobo at least once, come on. It's not fair. Come on. Rosie, I can come wherever I want.
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morganbeards. Time to fight. The size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. There certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though.
Come on. Let me get all them good shots. Man, this thing's tough. Yeah, just rush through him. Murder, 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 murder. Okay, we have enough for this now. I forgot to get it. What do the upgrades look like? Number of hits, allow one any icon. I've still yet to reach a point where I needed to go to other icons. Ah, so that's Flames of Rebirth. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's just grab the little doodads we came for and be gone.
Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, there's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home.
Well, considering you came from home, I'm not surprised. Don't know what you expected, but you know.
Hopefully this will be enough.
It should be, hopefully. If it isn't, we're gonna fight. You don't send your boss on a wild goose chase and expect to come out unscathed. That's just common sense. Well, if I look for this one, we're gonna have to barter, quote unquote, and do them a favor in order to get the materials we need.
We spend half a day.
Let's see.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Will I be proven correct?
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
The fuck are you saying?
2 bolts, already paid for in full.
Let me guess, it was lost in
Apologies,
transit.
my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's
Got
been
it.
little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
Yeah,
You
call
sure
it
is.
before you.
So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe?
Why do you sound confused? Look at the guy. He's got a giant sword on his back. He's wearing armor and whatnot. He's got a massive burn on his face. Every single part of him makes you think, yeah, this guy's a fighter. Why are you the only one that's, you know, kind of unsure?
That's better.
Oops. I didn't mean to use that. Well, time to kill some folk. If only he could run faster and the chocobo didn't take so long to pull out.
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bucklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
Yep.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
At least they have character. To be completely honest, you do look like a killer, so I don't know why you're so put off by the nickname. Not to mention, it's not like it doesn't help you. You're a bandit. Why do you really care? Well, that's one way to kill someone, hopefully.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Why?
He hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the great lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
A lesser game would have made this an escort mission. Luckily, they don't seem to be doing that. I can never put it out of my mind whenever that does happen, sadly. Trauma, maybe.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Well, that was a quick exit.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
How's that done then?
Oh.
Let's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Yep. Luckily, this didn't take too long, unlike the other one. That, yeah, do not connect a mission with something you cannot physically see on the map. It makes it take way longer than it should. Especially when they're ambiguous when, with locations and all that.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Now give me my money.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no,
Hell no.
There's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
We all know what it must be.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
She never does.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Also, I don't really think she's been keeping up with her seeming skills simply because she's been used as a dominant for like almost 20 years. So being on the front lines really doesn't lend you to honing your craft. Unless your craft is killing, in which case, you know, you're probably going to be a pro at this point. Let me get some healing stuffs before I forget.
And what can I do for you?
Ah, stupid menus. Max out this.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I'm not robbing you.
I'll be here. You'll break your back stuffing all that in your satchel.
At least that's something new.
Is that all?
I'm not robbing you when you're the one who set the price. I'm at least forking over the money. I can rob you. Don't make me. I don't think anyone here can stop me except Jill, but even then, she's on her last legs when it comes to her powers. Soon enough, she's not going to be able to use her powers anymore, so don't test me.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
I didn't go where's the morgue bead.
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels.
You better.
I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
Is it going to be another healing item? Am I going to get regeneration or something like that? Is it going to be status effect healing or something of that nature? If you even needed to deal with status effects, I like the direction, but it's really weird Final Fantasy
Here
game.
we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Great. And how does it even function within, you know, stuff? Or does it just increase all potencies? Oh, increase potency of all stuffs. Okay, yeah, they're gonna tell me. Okay, well that's good. So, let's continue on. Actually, before we visit Jill, luckily it's in the same direction, we can go and see if we can cash in our, what's it called? Reputation points. See if we get anything good. I'm hoping for a better weapon. Hopefully within the next game they make. Probably in like 2030. Or 2027 at this point. Maybe 2028. But, hopefully they have more of a party for the next game.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Kupka's guard hadn't been seen there.
Though this is still this is a step in the right direction still, irregardless of anything, this is still a step in the right direction.
Everything we've received and everything promised.
Great. I can't even use it. And they're both green, so it's probably the effects are probably mediocre.
All done?
Apparently, I don't have much choice in the matter. Now to hop over to talk to Jill, see how she's doing. How you doing?
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
In here.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I am not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right.
So I take it this is how we get Shiva's power.
To Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Back to Rosalith then. Whatever has become of her.
First he wrecked our home, now he's wrecking yours. But he's not going to get away with it this time.
Let's see, what is all this? Okay, so just their little things. Let's see what's over here. So far we just got 3. Why do you have Ambrosia stuff there? Why not have it, you know, on Ambrosia? Man, this stupid thing throws me off. Okay. Let's go and speak with Otto.